Good afternoon, guys. Joe here, your social media trainer. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's training is going to be about Facebook's latest update, what has changed and what has not changed, and what are some steps you need to take until these changes occur. I know you're going, what do you mean? But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into this. I'm going to open up another tab. We're going to dive into Facebook here. I'm going to go straight to my business page. Let's go ahead and dive into my business page. So a couple of things that Facebook has changed for you guys. If you haven't switched over to the new look for Facebook, which is what you're looking at here. If you go up here to the top right hand corner and hit this down arrow, down, if you scroll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things down here, it says temporarily switch back to the classic Facebook. I'm going to do this here in just a bit, and I'm going to tell you why we need to do this in order to be able to utilize some features that currently are not available in the new Facebook. All right, so for right now, if you go directly from this look and try to go and add this book now button to any of your ads, and the only time I use this book now is because I want somebody to book in my calendar, book a free consultation. So book your free consultation. That button is no longer available in this screen anymore, right? So let's say I wanted to go to, so typically what we would do to create an ad, we can either create it in here, we can go to different places, but your ads manager, and the easiest way to get to ads manager is going to be by going to facebook.com/ads/manager/accounts/. So, and if you go in the ads manager from the new view and you go like you usually do on the old view, you can go over here to page post. It opens up a different window. All right, so it opens up a different window here. And then in this particular window, give me a second here. All right, new resource platform line. Cool. All right, so in this new window, when you come to this new Facebook look, when you go in here, let me make sure I'm in the correct account. And I'm going to put it into my the road to perfect credit. There it is right there. So if I want to create a post and create a link to it where it says book now and have them redirected to my calendar, that feature is not available in this look. All right, so it's not available here. All right, so what we have to do in order to do this, and by the way, I don't know if I switch over to a new look, if it's going to kick me out of the Facebook Live, but we're going to give it a try. All right, so what you need to do in order to, and if you're in the classic, they call it the classic Facebook. If you're still in the classic Facebook, that's eventually going away. All right, so you have to start learning how to utilize the new Facebook for your business page. All right, so make sure you switch over to the new Facebook and start learning where all the features are at. And by the way, I do that and I read up on them, and then I do these trainings for you guys so you don't have to go and look for all that information. All right, so if I want to add a button to my ad and then have that button go directly to my calendar so people can book a free consultation, I'm going to have to switch back to the classic one. All right, and it's that Facebook wants to know, why is it? Are you switching back because of missing features? Yes, absolutely, that is what's going on. It's going to ask you choose an area on your Facebook. All right, so just kind of fill these out. Marketplace pages, we're just going to put pages on there. Missing link button, I'm just going to put that because I've already switched over once. So, and by the way, so if you want to have some ads with your buttons, right now is the time to do it. You got to do it right now, because they might get rid of this feature altogether. Now, because you've already grandfathered your ad with that button's always going to be there, and it's always going to be connected to your calendar. So make sure to go and add that button now. That way, you already have it in that ad, and you can share that ad. Now, if you're doing paid ads, that button's going to be available to you. But if you're just going to be doing organic traffic where you're sharing it to groups, that button is going away. Don't know if Facebook's bringing it back, but for right now, it is not available in the new Facebook look. All right, so we're going to go ahead and submit this. It's going to switch over to the classic look here. So we're going to see that's going to change. That's the classic look. So this is the classic Facebook look. And hopefully I'm going to check, make sure I didn't get kicked off the live here. Let me make sure I'm still live. Okay, so good. We're still live here. So now, because I'm in the classic mode, and by the way, inviting people to your page, you can't do it right now with the new Facebook. So you have to go back to the classic look, go to your page, and then invite people to like your page. And that invite button is going to be somewhere in here. So right here, invite friends. So this button is not available in the new Facebook. It is available, but it's not working right now. So if I wanted to invite some people, I'm going to select, it's going to send 12 invites right now. And if those 12 like my page, I'm going to be hitting 1,000. Oh, I need 6 more followers to hit 1,000 followers. That's exciting. Okay, so now I'm back in the classic look for Facebook, which is going away at the end of the month. All right. But the new classic or the classic Facebook allows me to add this button. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going back to the ads manager, just like I showed you a little while ago. And then I'm going to do the same steps, right? And you're going to notice that button is available in the classic look. So when I click page post, it's going to give me a different type of window where I'm able to post the actual. So I'm going to go ahead and create a post, make sure I'm in the right settings here, and then create a post. It might not let me see. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to do. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, guys, is I'm going to have to get out of the live. It's not going to allow me to do that. What happens here, it's going to change. So I'm going to do another video as soon as we get done with this. All right, so I am going to be doing an updated video on this. And I figured this was going to happen if I'm already logged into the old one and I'm doing it live. It's not going to allow the ads manager to access the old one, and I figured it was going to happen. So I'll go ahead and do another video and post that video on how this actually looks. But when this window opens and I'm not live, it's going to have a little place here where I can put a link to my calendar to where it goes directly to my calendar. So, and I did it in previous videos. I did show you how to do that because it was the classic one. But now that Facebook has a new one, then you have to go back to the classic, and that button is still available for you there now. So I would take advantage of that. Okay. So I'll do another video, and I'll post it a little bit later on how to do that. That's going to have to be. I was thinking it was gonna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the new Facebook, switch to the new Facebook. And then we're going to go into the next topic. All right. So I'm not going to take any questions on that because, there's nothing really, with the exception of this button here. So this is the new one. So here, if you want to invite friends, lead sources, manage jobs. And by the way, what's today? Today's Tuesday. So on Tuesdays, I go to my jobs and I turn these back on. I'm going to renew this job. I'm going to renew that job. And then I'm going to get leads on all these. And by the way, for you guys that are part of the one-click marketing team, not if you own the one-click marketing system, if you're part of the one-click marketing team, you guys know that I have a little over 200 people that have reached out to me in the last couple of months that want to be agents, and you guys can call those people, right? You guys can call them and get them on the training call. Those are your leads. That's one of the benefits of being part of the one-click marketing system. Let's go ahead and cancel that. All right, so I'm going to renew those. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the next topic, which is going to be on creating a form to tie it. Now, the one cool thing about these forms is that you can tie these forms to different domain names, and I'm going to show you exactly how I use my forms. But when you create these forms, there's all these forms that are here, okay? I do have a training on how step-by-step on creating pictures and things like that, but pretty much what you do is you just click on create form. All right, you're going to go in here and decide which one. You don't want the pop-up form. Use a regular form, right? Click next. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with a blank canvas, so we're going to go ahead and click start. All right, so So we're gonna start here. The first thing we're gonna do is name this. All right, so I'm gonna name this training form. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put training form. Of course, if it's gonna be for whatever type of form it is, it's to follow up, whatever the type of the form is. All right, and then it's pretty simple, right? Because you're gonna drag what you want on that form. I want a first name, I want a last name, and then I want a phone number, and I want an email. All right, so always the less is more. All right, you guys probably heard that. Less is more. All right, so let's go ahead and click more and make all these fields mandatory. It means they can't click on submit until they fill these forms out. All right, so you go ahead and click on that. All right, they have the submit form there. All right, let's scroll down to the left hand side. Let's go ahead and put a header up here. Grab that and drag it to the very top. It's going to drag it there. Let's go ahead and click on that, and you name this whatever the form, whatever your header is. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Training form. All right, so we're going to name it training form. You can also add pictures to this by just clicking on this little picture here. Insert an image. Let's say I want to insert this one, and then let's go ahead and insert. There you go. It's going to insert it. You can actually adjust it by grabbing this and lowering it, and you're going to see that the picture is going to be getting smaller as I drag it, and then that's what the form looks like. Real simple. And then what you do is just hit publish. All right, and then you want to take this URL, you want to copy that URL, and then you put that URL wherever you want to put it. All right, so here's how I utilize this. All right, and for you guys that are in part of the one-click marketing team that have access to all those 1,800 leads that I have in my CRM, this next couple weeks, we're gonna do a texting campaign, and we'll do a Zoom team meeting with that a little bit later on. All right, but let's go ahead and see what I utilize this. So let's say I'm going into let me open up another tab. I'm following up today. I'm targeting just people that I sent sign up emails to, but they haven't signed up. I have a particular email that goes to those folks, but I also have a text message that goes to those folks. All right. And a little bit later on, we'll talk about automating your text messages. But for right now, let's go ahead and go to sales. We're going to go to deals. All right. And then, of course, for you guys to have the one-click marketing system and you're getting these leads through Facebook and lead sources, and you're able to see down here, you notice I'm pretty excited because we've already moved a bunch of these new contacts over from the new contact to contacted to $67,000 people contacted, sent sign up info. So let's say I want to target this $10,900 of leads that I have here, and I want to text these people because they're not responding to my phone calls, they're not responding to my emails. So what I want to do is text this person, and this is one of the one-click marketing team members. It's Angela, and Angela, I'm going to be texting this customer for you, and I'm going to put in the notes. Still your customer, no worries. Call about sign up. So she put that there. She put a note in there saying we send a sign up email. So let's say I'm going to take this customer here, and I'm going to text this customer, right? And I'm going to take their number here, right? I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to text them, right? I'm going to text somebody else. I don't want to text because I don't know where Angela is with that particular client. So I'm just going to, let's say this one it's Lacey, right? So this client is Lacey. I sent Lacey a sign up. She didn't sign up. Then I want to text this over to Lacey. I'm going to copy this, all right? And then I'm going to text that, copy that, and I'm going to text that over to Lacey. And by the way, I use MySMS.com because it ties into my, let's take this little piece off, and I'm going to send that text over to Lacey. All right, and pretty much the text message says, we are updating on our records. We noticed that you didn't get started with our credit repair services. Please let us know what questions or concerns we may answer for you by going to either they have questions and they click on this, and I'll click on it here in just a bit. If you are ready to get started, go to this one, repair your credit now. And then thank you for the update. All right, so let's go ahead and click on, let's say they still have questions. So they can click on this link here. They have questions. I'm going to open it up here. It sends them to this form, which we just learned how to create. Now in the form, they can go, and I know where so we're sending a bunch of text messages. The customer has to put in the name here. we're gonna put in since we text Lacey, we're gonna put Lacey tester. We're gonna say tester, right? So phone number 512-555-8585. Email address Lacey Texter test at Gmail. And then here they get to put what questions they have, right? I forgot how much you charge, right? So they answered that text, and then they, on their phone, they're able to submit this form right off their phone, right off the text message. They submit that. We'll jump over here to our email, and we're going to see that email come up here in just a bit. We are also going to see this particular text message pop up in our HubSpot. There'll be another form. There it is right there. A new form has been submitted. It's going to be right up here. So we can come in here. It's either on your app. So here's the form. So here's the customer. We text this over to them. We connected that particular domain name to this particular form. They filled it out. Lacey said, hey, listen, I forgot how much. So now we're going to be texting these people. We can create a form and tie that into that particular one. And again, you guys have the one-click marketing system. This would be a lot easier process. If you don't, then you'll just text them and then write notes on a notebook, right? But this way we can remarket to those people. So we can go and say, hey, this week all I'm doing is texting people because they're not responding to my emails, they're not responding to my phone calls, they're not returning my calls. Then we're going to text them. Most people like to text. But anyway, all right, I'm going to see if you guys have any questions about any of that stuff. Let's go ahead and see if you guys have any questions. If not, let me open up this one here. I might have to turn that down. Sometimes I can't see the questions on one side, but I can see them on the other. All right, so let me see. All right, so there's no questions, guys. That is the training. Oh, my bad. All right. And if you guys are watching this on our YouTube channel, guys, if you're watching it on our YouTube channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to like the channel and hit the alert bell so you guys can get notified. I'm going to do an update on this particular training on the new how to make sure to put your URL before Facebook does away with it. All right, we'll see you guys at the top. From the top, remember, guys, the choice is yours. You guys have a blessed day.